Hey everyone, today I'm answering some questions a friend of mine had about what are coins worth. So how do we value coins other than, $1, $2? There's a few answers to this. Biggest thing is, much like many things in this world, supply and demand. Some coins are rare, some are not. So, for example, I'm going to show you some examples. This coin here, it's a Canadian 1 cent from 1859. I don't know how well you can see that. Don't worry, I'll give you guys another photo of it so you can see it better. It's worth about $1, give or take about $1, because it's not particularly rare. Now, so it's from 1859. The 1 pennies, or 1 cent from 1858 are worth about $200 to $300. Why? Because 1858 is the first year that Canada produced a 1 cent coin with as Canada, basically, where it actually says like Dominion of Canada. Where's it here? Yeah, where it actually says Canada. So that coin is valuable. If we want to look at another example from my collection where there's value, we have a Canadian silver dollar, a Voyageur dollar. It's called a Voyageur because it has the guys in the canoe. This is from 1947. Now, it's a low mintage year. For whatever reason, they didn't mint much coins or silver coins that year, so it's actually quite expensive. It's worth a couple $100. Now, add to that is things like quality, and you can see my video about coin grading and coin quality for a little more information there, but coin quality does affect things. The difference between an uncirculated coin and a very fine coin, a fine coin, a good coin, a very good coin, they do actually make a massive difference in value. So that's something to consider. Now, for the supply and demand, I'm going to tell you a great story from my early years as a coin collector. I was at a coin auction in Toronto, in Canada, and this was my first time actually sitting in on an auction. I was still, young and full of hope at that stage. A coin came up for auction. It was a Sasanian drachma of Khusro II. It was from one of the rare mints. So drachma looks a little bit like this. Don't worry, there's gonna be much more videos on Sasanian drachmas, because I love my Sasanian drachmas. So the coin came up for auction, and I was like, I'm gonna bid. I'm gonna show these guys I can be like them. So I bid, and the bidding kept going up, and it got to about $1,000, and I went, $1,000 for one silver coin. I went, you know what? Screw it. So I raised my hand, and I'm like, all right, I'm part of the big guys now. I'm betting $1,000 on a coin. This is the big leagues. I feel proud. I feel like I'm a man now. I feel confident. That feeling lasted all of 5 seconds because someone outbid me extremely quickly, and within a couple of minutes, the coin sold for over $3,000. Yeah. So why did that coin sell for a lot? People wanted it. It was rare. Yeah. A good example of this, I'm going to show you another Sasanian coin that I was recently in a conference, and people were discussing this auction. Now, I think only one person had bid on it when we started discussing this conversation. By the end of the day, like 50 people had bid on it. So obviously our discussion had actually caused this coin to be more popular, and I think it sold for about $300 in the end. But basically it sold because it was a talking point. You'll get some coins, though, that are actually quite nice that don't sell for a lot. So, for example, you get the Canadian Maple Leafs, these coins here, or the Chinese Pandas. Because they are silver and they are nearly 1 ounce silver, They don't sell for a lot because they're being sold for their silver content, not for their numismatic value. So, you know, depending on what the price of silver is, this coin can be worth $20, it can be worth $40, it can be worth $30. Same thing with the silver panda. So, you know, some coins it's based on silver content. If you look at, you know, like the Voyager dollar, some old American coins as well, a lot of Spanish and Mexican coins, stuff like that, their value is based on the fact that they have a lot of silver in them. Back when we used to mint a lot of coins with silver, not because they're particularly rare. Now, you can also get some coins, so I'll show you a coin right now that's selling. It'll probably sell for about $100-200 online. It's a coin of Yemen, the Western Adan Protectorate. It's a half beza. It's going to sell because, and it's going to be quite valuable because the Western Adan Protectorate did not last very long. It wasn't a very, you know, long-lasting political entity, so therefore that coin is going to have a little more value. I actually need to look up how long it lasted, because I don't think it lasted very long. Okay. Okay, so it lasted about 50 years. So, you know, decent amount of time. But the point is, this coin would not be particularly widespread, so it's going to have value. Another thing, actually, that can cause coins to be valuable is if they're from a particular date or historical reference. So, for example, I mentioned like the Canadian one, you know, the first year that Canada minted coins as Canada. A really good example of this would be the what are called biblical coins. So there's two kind of main types of coins from the Bible that there's a couple that we hear about, actually. There's actually 4 or 5. There's 2 that are extremely valuable. And those would be the tribute penny. So this would have been Jesus's famous render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. So a denarius of Tiberius, like the one here, is going to be a little more valuable because it's got some historical significance. They sometimes sell $500, $600 if they're in really good condition. The other one would be the 30 pieces of silver, the money paid to Judas for betraying Jesus. Depending on the quality and whatnot, most people think they are tetradrachmas of Tyre, so Tyrian shekels. Another group, again, one of them right here. Those can sometimes sell a couple $100 because they are historically valuable. So there you have it, just a few things about why coins can be valuable. Sometimes they're rare because it was a low mintage or the political entity didn't last very long. Sometimes they're valuable just because the auctions, it's, you know, the prices just go up, up, up. Sometimes they're valuable because, you know, they're just very nice. The other thing is if you have the one of the capsules for them, saying it's been like officially certified, like this, that's going to increase the value because that's actually quite expensive to get coins certified. None of mine are certified because at this stage in the game, it's not worth it for me. So there you go. Just a little bit of information about why coins are valuable. I will also probably be doing a video at some point about what coins were valuable or what was their value back in the day. That'll be coming out at some point. So ask me questions, and I'll see y'all another time. Bye-bye for now.